Hey there, y'all, and welcome to today's Daily Down and Dirty. My name is Fairlight. Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. All right, y'all, the message for today is not bound to mediocrity. So we start out, we've got the Father of Earth reversed. We've got the Mother of Water upright. We've got card number 11 of Earth reversed, and we've got the 3 of Fire reversed. And so what really stands out is the one upright, which is this Mother of Water. And it feels like there's some sort of a rising above, rising out of mediocrity. That's truly what this whole message keeps wanting to reinforce, is that you're not bound to mediocrity. It just feels like when the Father of Earth is reversed, it feels like there's some sort of superficiality. It feels like mediocrity. It feels like shallowness. It's just not being true to what this mother is really feeling. She's very psychic, very intuitive. She knows what she truly feels, and so she has a greater sense of who she is. And so it's like she's rising out of any superficiality. Upright, this 11 of Earth card is so much about within the mundane is the sacred, and within the sacred is the mundane. And so with it being reversed and these being on either side of this, it just feels like mediocrity has come to be the norm, and she's kind of lost the sacredness of her life, and she just can't live a lie of going nowhere. With this, upright, this is like going on a journey, but with reversed, it's like going nowhere. It's just, again, it just feels like mediocrity. So then we move over to this 3 of Water reversed and the 2 of Fire reversed. And you see here, she is removing the bonds, whatever it is. She's removing these bindings. But with it being upright, she's kind of staying stuck. And then, with this 2 of Fire, this is so much about evoking your passion, evoking your free will, evoking, moving on your desires and being creative. But with this, again, it's like, it just feels like being tied to mediocrity. You are not bound to mediocrity. So then above these, we've got the 5 of Fire reversed. We've got the 7 of Earth upright. And then we've got a Major Arcana 15 card. So with all of these, I'll just take them all. This one was coming out quite a bit when I was shuffling, and it was coming out upright, so it was cool that it came reversed. It kind of feels like, again, keeping with the theme of mediocrity, we're fighting to prove ourselves, and so often what we're fighting to prove, it has nothing to do with our authenticity. We're fighting to prove our worthiness, and it's like, I don't know, it's kind of feeling like the paradigm that we are learning to liberate ourselves from holds nothing but mediocrity. And when we prove ourselves, we achieve accolades for this and that, but how often is it truly something that sets us on fire? How often is it aligned to what we're really passionate about, what we're really excited about, creative about, what's fulfilling for us? And how often is it just proving ourselves to be the mediocre thing that everybody else approves of? Like, I am the best at mediocrity. I'm so good at selling myself out and receiving people's approval. And it's like, is it really worth fighting for? And underneath that, we have the Father card reversed too. And then underneath that, we've got the Sun card reversed. And so it really is like dimming our lights, playing small, being mediocre for the approval of violent, greedy men who want to hoard all the resources and control everything. That's why TikTok keeps having to check out my videos to make sure I'm saying the right thing. Whatever. And then here you've got abundance on the other side. It's like when you recognize that at the bottom is competition, but at the top is collaboration. And so collaborating on things that really inspire you. What are you cultivating in your life? What are you cultivating about yourself? And you discover that by focusing within. Know thyself. You discover that by aligning it to your core and really getting inspired. There's something about this serpent wrapped around the heart chakra. It's like, what do you really feel passionately about? What really is true to you? What do you want to give birth to? What do you want to speak into existence? And I love how there's these ripe apples. Everything, the seasons are constantly moving. And these are, I mean, not ripe. The ripe apples are here. So we've got these apples that are not quite ripe, but these are like the new ideas. Then they come to fruition. Then there's this ripeness about it. But then we release what no longer serves us. You know, we move on to new ideas again. And so it's okay to like shed the old leaves, to let go of what we've already learned so that we can be inspired by the new. And again, it's an inside job. And I love that he's like burning the old patterns off of his shoulders. No longer is he carrying the weight of the world of his shoulders, but there's this protection around his throat chakra, what he's speaking into existence, speaking fully from the heart. And again, coming out of this creative will, coming out of being rooted in knowing who you are. And then you just naturally have this abundance. It's like when you tell the universe what you're passionate about, so often the universe will be right there to support you. It's just, sometimes it feels like it takes clarity, and clarity that you don't have to be mediocre in order to live a secure, safe life. And maybe safe is not what we're going to. Of course we want to be safe, but sometimes safety is just a construct of the mind. You know, if you've got wings, you want to fly. You want to know what it is to fly. Sure, a cage is nice to come home to, I guess, but you could find a roost anywhere. But it's important to learn how to fly. So no longer bound to mediocrity. It's really allowing the universe to show you how wonderful life can be when you show the universe how wonderful, you know, you're willing to be in creating life. So, all right, that's all I have for today. Once again, my name is Fairlight. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love until next time.